Welcome back to the long play of Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Against all odds, we were able to beat Crazy Castle last time. So now we're going on with the next in the campaign. It's Electric Fields. You've inherited a small farm, and your challenge is to build a small theme park amongst the fields and farm buildings. The objective is to have at least 700 guests in your park at the end of October year 2 with a park rating of at least 600. So we have half the time. Oh, no, I did not want Crazy Castle. I certainly did not want Crazy Castle. Get away from here. Our goal is, well, we have to complete our goal in half the time that we had to beat Crazy Castle, but we don't need any better rating. So basically, can you do Crazy Castle but faster? So let's go check it out. And let's immediately pause and get a grasp of the situation. So here's our, what is this, electric farm, was it? There are a lot of buildings in the way. The path layout looks terrible. But there are a few things already placed for us. There's a whatever this is. What is this? It's absolutely nothing. And then there's this thing here. It's the Rowing Boats 1. How good are you? No excitement, no intensity, no nausea, no nothing. What a waste of time this ride is. I wonder how much I can get for demolishing it. Might be worth just getting rid of that if it's such a waste of time. It's only £1 to use, but it just looks awful, man. Just awful. And it's off the beaten track. I don't like this thing at all. We also have ourselves a balloon stall. Okay, I don't like that. This is reminding me of the pre-build missions that you get in Caesar 3, where things are already done for you, and it just looks bad. Yeah, okay, so this is the most pathetic attempt at a theme park I've seen. Not that I've seen many, it's just a load of fields with a bit of a boat area, a balloon stall, and is there absolutely anything else? No, that's just another place. Would never take you as a Roller Coaster 2 player, says Juicebox0747. I never was until we started it just recently. Okay, I think something is quite clear to me, and that is the destroy everything idea. Let's do exactly that. Let's destroy just about everything. I hope I make money for this. I do. Oh, good. That's my favorite kind of making money. Yeah, I don't want any of this. It costs me money to get rid of trees, so I'll try to avoid that. But the rest of this stuff... Okay, I don't get rid of the ground here. I guess the color of the ground doesn't really matter, does it? Let's get rid of all this junk. People can't really leave now, but that's their problem. It's not mine. Yeah, this is just taking up space. I don't care about the cost. Let's just get rid of it. And let's come out of that, and let's destroy these because they're just taking up space. I don't want any of this crap in my beautiful, well, soon-to-be beautiful theme park. And let's just remove all of this. If people get lost, well, I'm sure they'll find their way out. With that done, I can actually... this is also in the way. Maybe I should wait until I am actually making some money before I get rid of that. So people are going to come in here, la da 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 da, and then I want them to spread out and enjoy my theme park. I don't know what I'll do with this water part yet, but oh, you're probably in a bit of a pickle there, aren't you? Let's get rid of you, and the rest of these folks will find their way, I'm sure. Net up £3,000, says Brigadoon. Yeah, we're doing pretty good just by destroying this guy's poor farm, but we're the one that inherited it, right? It was inheritance, I hope. What we want to do is bring some actual excitement here. Now, I do think that a miniature train would be pretty cool, but we're not going to have that. I should start with a bunch of flat rides just to get us going. Unfortunately, we have his twist and pirate ship. Really? No, we got these as well, and that is fine. So yeah, I want to have some actual rides going first, and I want an actual layout for us as well. So let's get ourselves going with a pathway. I don't know if the different pathways matter in the slightest. I'm just going to assume that they do not. So, wait, where did you come from? Get away. I just want to unpause so I can build some footpaths here. Out you come, and then out you go. So this can be available for amenities and the like. We'll have you come out. I'm just drawing up something resembling a park plan here. It's very hard to draw in a straight line. I wonder if that's the early signs of Parkinson's kicking in. Alright, good enough. Let's demolish the paths that we made outside of what we wanted. There we go. and then start actually building a theme park here. Is what I would say, but I feel like I should join this up as well, just so people have a way to get around, and start placing some rides, because I desperately need some background music, or else I'm going to go a touch insane. I wonder if people like it when it's over the water a bit. I would imagine that they would. Oh, something worth noting before we start all this. Are we still relegated to only money from park amenities and rides? Yes, we are. No income from admissions. So how much money do people tend to have on them when they come in anyway? 70 quid, 58 quid, 48 quid. Okay, well, we'll be sure to squeeze that dosh out of them as soon as we can. For your information, rides that are over water are a bit more exciting. I had suspected as such. Okay, then. See, the research, that always goes too slow for me. We want maximum funding, and forget scenery and theming. Everything else is fine. We seem to have plenty of scenery and theming, and all I really care about are my dinosaurs and my twisted bits of watery things. Oh, please tell me we have them. Oh, we have some twisted watery things, that'll do. And the skull, of course. Where's the skull? I'm not seeing it, but I'm sure it's there. We got giant geometric sculptures. That'll take place. I'm sure they're all the same. Anyway, I don't want to be spending time researching them. What I want are some actual thrilling rides to place down. So maybe I could get you over the water a bit. Yeah. Although I don't know where my exit is going to be forced to be. Can't do this while paused anyway, so we'll unpause and make it so. Can have the entrance there and the exit. Ooh, I'm not sure if that's going to work the way I want it to work. Yeah, no results on the excitement yet. Well then, test it. Tell me what the excitement is. And I will build us the queue in. Sure, why not? And then you are gonna come out. And not at all go the way I want you to. There we go, and as ever, I absolutely want to block people from coming in. Now, I don't know if me blocking things is the right thing to do, but it feels like the right thing to do. So that's why I do it. Feels like otherwise people would path their way up there and get lost, but the real reason I needed this thing open and operational and being, oh man, well, at least still a bit better than the other thing, is because I need some music. If I don't have background music, I get pretty nervous when I'm playing a game. I'm sure some other people share that that feeling. Alright, thank God. It's still quiet, but at least we got something. Now, one ride is one thing, but more rides are more. So, let's have this other guy. And I can have its exit placed there, so it shares this no entry exit area. And there we go. Couple of rides, all ready to go. What else do I want? Well, I want everybody that's entering is going to go da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, of course, I want some amenities here. Most importantly, the information kiosk right there. Open immediately. And naturally, I want $2 million for every umbrella ever sold. And there, everybody should pass by that. And we also need a touch more music. Let's get some gentle style music. So we have them working, playing off each other. They're not playing off each other very well, let's just enjoy the gentle stuff. What I found from the previous one is that the souvenir stall was the one that made me loads of money, but I don't seem to have it. So let's just make do with toilets for now. Are you in the sky or something? Get over there. I don't want free toilets. There must be a good price for toilets. I'm going to set it at 50 pence a pop. Even a Brit couldn't complain about that, and carry on my merry ways. And otherwise, oh, burgers. How can we not have burgers? As usual, I didn't open the toilets. Maybe that's why people had trouble with toilets in the last one. So, burgers and drinks. And that should keep people pretty happy to begin with. Alright, burnt a bunch of our money already, but let's keep on burning. £20 seems like a realistic park umbrella price. It does at that. If anything, a little cheap. You try and buy anything that was obviously incredibly cheap and made in Taiwan, and you're going to find its price is outrageous. Alright, look at that money coming in already. That's what I like to see. We have basic amenities, toilets, drinks, foods, information. So, the only other thing that I'm really wanting is something where people can buy a souvenir. But unless I'm very blind, they're not doing any of that. I guess a balloon counts as a souvenir in this crazy world. So, let's put you down there. Let's not do that, actually. You're facing the wrong direction. There you go. Open you up. I'm not going to bother changing these prices because I don't know what good prices for them are. All I know is that I want a few more rides before we start getting stuck into the proper coasters of it all. Another good old helter-skelter for people. I can have this one partially over water to make it more exciting, of course. I wonder if I can still put a do not enter sign here. I can! Oh, that's excellent. But it doesn't matter because they wouldn't enter there anyway. That's a very convenient place to have the exit. Now, if you're watching this and you are Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 Pro, then you're probably going to agonize over the way I play this game. I'm pretty newbie at this. I've cleared one mission, and I feel pretty proud of what I did with that mission, so I'm happy enough. But if you have information or advice, I'm all ears about it. I'm just not all eyes about it. I think one other thing I want is a nice Ferris wheel ride. And a bit more I think I'd want it right about here so that I can have the entrance there. I don't want people queuing up for ages for my rides, so I'm not going to have long queues for them. There we go. Open it up for business and keep on dragging money out of people. Sounds like an oxymoron, a newbie DDR Jake. I'm not great at every game I touch, just most of them. And, oh man, I do like me some dodgems. And the dodgems we can build over water. I do wonder if that's going to make any real odds. Hang on, is its entrance already decided? No, surely not. Okay, so what I can do is have the dirt track lead over there. I can have the queue lead like that. I want it facing the other direction though. Wrong way. Oh, very wrong way. Sometimes the logic of building these things just does not flow with me. That's more like it. But I still need to reject people from coming in this way. Do not enter, governor. And there we go. I'm not going to agonize over the names of all of these, but if you have a name for any of these rides, just ping me and I'll name it. I probably won't be too fussy with the names this time around. So we're looking pretty good. We've got a whole bunch of rides already, and we've been fairly conservative with the space. I'm happy enough with that. Such a relaxing game, says Rural Pastures. I think so as well. It's a pretty zen experience. Have you opened the slide, Jake? Looks pretty open to me. It doesn't look terribly exciting, but that's what the roller coasters and stuff for. Name the burger stand a toilet burger. I have no reason not to. The slide to hell. Doesn't cost me much to do this, so... Please check the music, says somebody. Oh, we can have some summer style music coming out of this. Is the exit backwards for the Ferris wheel? I should hope not. That's where people are coming out of. I can't see a reason why it would be backwards. And people are able to enter and leave, so I'll take that. Hold on, you said Ferris wheel. That's not a Ferris wheel, that's a helter-skelter. No, I'm quite certain it's working, because people are getting on and off. So I'll believe that. Car ride. Riders travel slowly in powered vehicles along a track-based route. Nah, they don't need that right now. What people need are umbrellas. And they're buying them. Buying them for jacked up prices. Okay, what do we have? We got the boat hire. I hear it's really awful. So maybe I should avoid ever having that. I want to build one at some point, but maybe somewhere that has a bit of a better water area. When it comes to coasters, though, what do we got? Junior, mine ride, wooden, looping roller coaster. Yes, I want me some looping stuff going on, and I'm certain we have the dosh for this, so let's have it. I think we can have it start about here and then go out and around all of this. Then again, having it come back in here is a bit difficult. Maybe I should have it so that the queue comes out to here, and then I have a lot more flexibility with what I can do with the space. That makes a bit more sense to me. Boat rides without guiding rails are awful, says Naffle. Ah, guiding rails. Sounds a bit too much like communism to me. Okay, this is a good space to start our looping coaster, and there's no need for it to be too extravagant. If it goes out and around here, we're all pretty good. Let's give a nice big platform for it, and then we come out and probably just immediately go straight up. Can I have it go way up, though? Tell me about this ride. What? It's one long thing, right? So it should be able to have stuff that goes up pretty far. And I do want it going up pretty far. And then down, down, down we go. Let's bank around here and go down quite a bit. Nah, keep it going, and then we'll straighten out at the end here for a bit of a loop-de-loop. I wonder, can I have it go looping around its own loop? Because that would be pretty cool. What if you just keep going straight here? No banking, just go straight. Oh god, what's it doing now? Just straight, damn it. Can you now loop through? Oh, that's right, it needs to be going up first to do that. If you get it exactly right, you can make the track go through the loop. Looks like I don't have what it takes to do it exactly right. But I want to believe I could. Let's try our damnedest here. What would Brian Boitano do? No, that isn't it at all. I'd love to get this right. I'd love for it to loop into itself. But maybe this is too low down for it to do that. Well, let's persevere, actually. Let us persevere. I want to see this work. No. I'd say prioritize getting a coaster running, says Krebsig. You can't get a loop through a loop, but you can make a track go through a loop. Alright, well, let's try and go through the loop. Looping coaster is in the way. Alright. Alright, alright. So let's try and go up the days. Ah, dang. Up's a lot of days. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Now we're talking. It's not a double loop, but it is going through itself. That's what I like to see. Let's not have some unbanked nonsense here, though. Way. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, this is getting in the way of land that we don't own. So I'd like to own this land, please. How do I do that again? Water, land, paths, footpaths. How the heck did I buy land again? Here we go. Buy the land. Give it to me. Give it to me. Land rights. Yes, please. Or am I not allowed to buy further land rights? No. You can't buy it if there's no sign. Oh, that is painful. Even after all I did to get this awesome loop, I can't make it happen. And it is a pretty awesome loop. Well, we can have this at least. Now we need to straighten out, friend. Can you even get up that high? Yeah, you can. Swell. Then you're going down. And I want some on-ride photo section, because everyone's going to want to buy their stuff there. Let's bank it right a bit. And then even it out, and then head on the other way. Again, banking, banking. Straight ahead, keep it banked. Take a long loop. There we go. I think that's pretty awesome. It's a bit slow coming up here though. Is there a way to make those the chains that go up a bit faster? Lift chain speed, let's jack that up a bit. And let's have as many trains going as we can. 1 train, 2 train, how about 3 trains? 3 trains of 5 are 15, but 2 trains of 8 are 16, so we'll go with that. I should have put the photo section on the part where you go through the loop. Not good position for that. I think I got everything going pretty strong here. Oh, except for the lack of banking at the end here. That could well be a problem. Alright, that's fine. I can just do the same thing but a bit earlier. And there we go. Ugh, the diagonal track is so wasteful. Good grief, there's no satisfying some people here. I wonder if I can do a loop-de-loop here. Oh, it doesn't seem to want any. Oh well, that'll do, as long as I can test the thing. Right, it needs an entrance, of course. I can just have the entrance come along here, and the exit can bring people right back to this. No, I want people linked back into the overall loop, don't I? There we go, and there we go. And again, I want to not have people enter here. That's hard to see, but I think that works. Alright, who wants to... Well, we've got to test this thing first, but who wants to be the name of our new looping roller coaster? It's called looping, but it has one loop in it. Where'd my money go? Well, whatever the case, I think this thing is worth a lot more money. Oh yeah, I don't have mechanics or any of that stuff going on right now. So round it goes. Alright, let's have something good here. I'm not here to break people's necks yet, at least. How are we looking? Wait, what do you mean not yet available? High, very high. Hey, this looks like something I can charge a lot of money for. Let's call it the £12 machine here. Yeah, that seems good enough. And let's have you open for business. Music to techno, please. Yeah, we can certainly do that. I wonder if I can pause just to take a moment on this. Techno style, enter, and also I'm severely lacking in people here. A couple of handymen, a couple of mechanics, and one entertainer, and we should be good. Should be, might not be. The latter half is utterly wasted. Well, I'm kind of out of money to make it not wasted, but the looping part is pretty damn cool. Yeah, it is. Nice. Momentum's at work there. And people are gladly paying my my awful rates for the coaster, which is good. Maybe I don't have a long enough queue for it, all things considered. Look at that, that's barely a half load. What I would like to do is charge people for the souvenirs coming out of that, though. There's got to be a souvenir store around here somewhere. T-shirts, hats. It's just not the same. Still, people will surely want a hat after coming out of that. What kind of hat, though? A white one. Checking the settings of the roller coaster to only start with the train is full. I'm not sure that'll be necessary. Jings, look at that. Like, everybody's getting in, but I worry that my queue length is not long enough. There we go. Again, it's going into the wrong bit of road here. Why you gotta be like this, game? No. No. Agony. Agony is what this is. There we go. Alright, the coaster's making its dosh back. So far, at least. Yeah, I got a couple of mechanics. Hopefully enough. Hard to say. But people are paying loads of money to get on this thing. I reckon I could charge them even more. I just want more people riding it, though. That's not enough people going over there. cool. That is very cool. I don't disagree that this part is wasted. It is very wasted. But hey, we're chewing through the time already. I need more guests. Park rating's fine, and the finances are also fine. I've got 10 grand of loan. I could always take out more to build more, and so I will. Do I already have these rides? I think I got both of them. Merry-go-round is a bit incredibly boring, but we'll have it anyway. I could not even conceive the requirement of a long queue for a merry-go-round. Come on guys, cough up the dough. Do I really want people getting in a maze? Part of me thinks I really don't. Also, how do you know which one is the entrance and which one is the exit? I think the entrance has the higher up one, right? I'll believe that. But I still want people, I still don't really want people queuing up for this piece of junk. That's as long as they can ever queue for. Open it up and get that road to nowhere built here. Eh, what? Chicken nugget stall. How can I resist? Let's get the nugs going right here. I have a feeling this coaster is the only thing making me any actual amount of dosh, but we can check that. Surely. Here we go. Sort by profit. There must be something a bit better than profit, right? Oh yeah, it does show per hour. Spiral hedges, well it just opened, go figure, but the looping coaster's making good money per hour. Which is just what we need. I just want more people in it. Perhaps I should do a bit of advertising for the ride. Advertising campaign for a particular ride, a couple weeks of the looping roller coaster 1. Is that really going to justify the cost? I don't know, but we'll try it out. Meanwhile, I think I built one of each of all these wee crappy ones. I want to try that thing we had before. Where are you? Corkscrew roller coaster. Interesting. Oh, I wonder. Does this thing do corkscrewing? Or how does it do corkscrewing? A half corkscrew left, a half corkscrew right. Can I make it go longer, or does it just do that? Power launch without passing station. At God knows what speed. 61 seems about right. No, probably not. Tell me, how does that go? Not very well, does it? Alright, don't launch so hard then. Come on, show me what you're made of. Give me that test. Do they not like testing after I broke all the pieces right in front of everybody? No, really, what does it take to test the thing? Double close, Jake. Oh, I've closed it as much as I can. Okay, now it can test. Oh man, it still loves to explode. Ah, man, this thing's a bit pathetic at keeping it together. Alright, a simple 35 then. See, that's perfectly good. Open for business. What I want to know is, does this work as well as the last thing we did? Also, what is even perspective? Well, it's excitement and intense enough, I guess. Now show me the dosh. 4 and 4 and 1. Lots of puke going around. Yeah, there's a fair bit of puke. Maybe I should have a bit more in the way of handymen and mechanics thus far. The cash machine. I could well call it that. But I had a similar little pre-build, didn't I? When I did the looping one. Yeah, this is what I want. Cheating death. I wonder if it keeps the same price going. But I want to change the exit to be here, the entrance to be here. And there she goes. Oh man, what if it's still too fast? I bumped this thing's speed up quite a bit. Let's take it down a wee touch. Test it out. Yeah, I feel we can cheat death a little better. Oh, it doesn't keep the price though. I think it was worth decent dosh. Probably not worth that kind of money though. Alright, good enough. We've got our chicken nuggets, we've got our basic rides, we've got our good rides as well, although not enough people coming in for the looping roller coaster. Have you tried Patrician 3 or Railroad Tycoon 2? No and no. Patrician 3 just won't work on my PC, and I have tried. Railroad Tycoon 2? No, we did 3, I think. I could well be wrong about that. Oh, I see people are being sick coming off of this thing. Oh, that's a dang shame. Let's add a bit of excitement here by having people go through it. This probably isn't going to work the way I want it to, but let's see. No, not at all. That looks a bit better though. Knowing how to do this has just made it so much easier. Not wasting lots of time fiddling around with controls, how to make these things work. What a difference. There we go. Finances were looking a bit grim after we built the Lose Your Hand coaster, but it's doing alright. Guests are complaining about the amount of litter in your park. Right, I know the problem there. I completely forwent for something. Benches and bins. How could I call myself a true disciple of the Swole if I forgot about benching? Gotta remember what Aristo said. He said, benches bleeding everywhere. And then bins to go with them. Or to just replace them if you misclick like that. There we go. And now how can we have our attractions without dinosaurs? That wouldn't make any sense, would it? This will make the curvy bit a bit more exciting. Oh, we can't have the suicidal slope without... Where's the skull? Oh man, so what happens when you cut back on your funding here? Alright, well, we'll have the power of geometrics looming over them. Guests are getting stuck. Where? Where are they stuck? I would expect it to tell me. Cheating Death exit was deleted. Did I do that? Doesn't seem like something I would do, but there we go. Now they can get out. They managed to cheat death. Good on them. Oh, and they go straight into the other coaster. That's pretty good. I just wish I could extort them for money for their souvenirs. Won't be long till people complain about the lack of toilets, I'm sure. So let's toilet you up here. And toilet you up here. Alright, well if they won't buy much else, I'll at least get them to buy a souvenir balloon. Oh, blue balloons, we always see those. I want to see black balloons. God, more people queuing up for the Dodgems than queuing up for the looping roller coaster. That ain't right. Try some sitting aisles, a small 3x3 empty in the middle with all benches and dead areas. I don't know what you mean by benches and dead areas. Benches are the anti-vomit counter, I believe. Yeah, I mean, if people are nauseous, at least they can sit down and have a break, like this guy. I'm running out of cash. Damn. Lack of ATM. Okay, no, he doesn't have nausea. But they're all happy and hungry and all these things. Let's get our people coffeeed up, especially right next to the toilets. And people might be a bit nauseous around this area, so I'll give them a wee first aid room. Should be able to help out with any nausea. Otherwise, wouldn't mind having a nice wooden roller coaster. How is the queue for the maze so long? You tell me, Chief, you tell me. Maybe we should allow a lot more people in there. There you go, go get lost. Wait, what? What? 64 people in the maze. Yeah. I know what to call this thing. People are clearly enjoying themselves too much there. I need to charge extra. In the original game it was limited to 16. I feel like it was limited to 16 in our last one. Man, they can have their own shining moments in there. I feel like I'm getting a bit better at building things compact, but I'm sure there's still room for improvement. This is certainly room for improvement. That's awful. I think I know how to fix it though. Geometrically. Did Jake build the coaster himself? Yes, I did. The only thing I'm not building myself are hedge mazes, because I can't imagine this being any fun to make. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should try my hand at it. Custom design's the only way to play. Okay. We should trample all over this. I left that orchard intact, but the time has come to undo that. How best to do this when I can't expand? Hedge mazes are really fun to watch being made, at least, says Amras. Is that so? Trying to think how to position it. I always want a nice long station platform so I can get a lot of these things going, but I've chewed up a lot of good area here. I can go quite long, but in order to make it come back, I have to go and squeeze my way back in, which is not so hot. You could always put it on top of the maze. That is the kind of brilliant thinking, which is why we like having you around here, Gorton Michael. Right on top of that maze. Nice and long, great, and then you can go and do your usual stuff. Clackety clackety clack. Whoop. Clackety clackety clack. Or maybe just one bit of clackety. We need some serious height for where we're going. I wonder if that even works. Doesn't look promising. Really doesn't look promising, does it? No. But if I made my my things a bit longer, I'm sure it'd be fine. Right, what I just do is I go, see these carts? They are longer. 2 of them, but they're... Wait, we don't get more than 7? Oh, man. In fact, I can have 6 if I do 4 trains. And that's even better. Close, but no cigarillo. Alright. Here's how we're going to do it then. 1 bit of clackety clackety. And then up. Clackety. Up. Clackety. Up. Clackety. I just want some serious height so I can put this thing to work. Alright, how you liking that? Come on. And it is time to... what can I even do here? S-bends, platforms, brakes... A water splash! I just splashed them right in their face there. That's cool though, good to know I can have water splashes. I like that. At least they're able to clear it though. So what do we do here? I'm thinking down we go. Into the water splash. Psh. Or maybe a photo right before the water splash. I want all the momentum we can get here. Photo section. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Water splash. Psh. Careful with water, it slows the ride down quite a bit. That's fine, we're already at the bottom here. That said, we'll still go a bit of a Humpty Dumpty. What? Wow. I wonder if it's got the beans to make it through that. I just tuned in after seeing the first failure. How did Jake learn so fast, says Alpha Gemo. I simply will not be outdone. Okay, I think it could make it. I think it could really make it. Says, when did wooden coasters have loops? That's what I'm wondering as well. It's madness. Madness is what it is. How quickly can you bank around, by the way? Well, I suppose that's not a big deal. Let's just bank you up and over yourself. You got the beans to do this? I'm not sure if it does. Oh my days, it does! I have a newfound respect for wooden roller coasters. I never even imagined they could be so versatile. Let's just have a wee bit of a bank. Go up a bit again. And then I want to bank you down as we come back the way. Are we too low down here? Let's keep going up then. Yeah, we can. Sweet. Oh, I need you going straight at this point. I need to somehow bring it right the way back. This is a bit of a waste though, isn't it? Let's try and bring it down while we can. Not too far down though, I still have to actually get to where this is, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's at 3 meters, it even says. How convenient. Let's have a little S-bend to the left. And another little S-bend to the left. Hopefully that isn't too many G's, but we can test it out at least. Oh, everyone's going to want to ride this. Everyone and their dog is going to want to ride this. There we go, and that gets them out of here, and this will get them into here. Wait, what? What? Okay. Build, build, build. And right. Build up, Build, build, build. There. Now let's of course test this thing out. Let's have that lift be as fast as possible. Down they go, photos taken, they clear the loop. Ups Daisy, banking my curves like a clever person. And then snap, snap. Hey, those G's ain't too bad. I love the sound of wooden roller coasters, that clackety clack. Come on, how are you finding it? Do I really not have results yet? Don't tell me not yet available. Also, don't tell me positive vertical G's. Yikes. Scary stuff. On and off YouTube Scrub. Why is there Roller Coaster 2 gameplay without uploads? By the way, good morning from Alaska. It's just not made it there yet. High, very high. You know, very high intensity is fine in my book. This looks like something I can charge a lot of money for. I'm thinking 15 bucks. Who wants to be named, or who wants to name this awesome roller coaster we've made? I should make sure that there are some benches for people to sit on when they come out of this. Maybe some bins to throw up into. How about the heavy Canadian? No, I prefer Callum here. He calls it the side splitter. What do you think, chump? Do you want to ride it? Side splitter looks too intense for me. Lots of people are running out of cash in my abusively expensive park. Lots of people are being turned away, probably because they think it's too intense. Oh no, they can't afford the side splitter. Probably can't afford the insurance to ride the thing. That's fine, I'm here to squeeze every last penny out of our customers though. Pretty good roller coaster. Those G's are great. Do you ever build first aid stations? That helps guests with nausea. Yeah, I put it next to where all these other roller coasters are. This one's also fairly nauseous, so maybe it's a good idea to also put one here. You know, right on the way out for people. They would probably also quite like the bathroom there. But of course it costs money to use the bathroom, so they're out of luck. If they don't have an ATM, and dang, again, there's no ATM available. That must be late game tech. Jake, take a look at Woodworm in the pre-built section to get a nice compact build. Woodworm, eh? I guess that's on the wooden roller coasters, right? Holy moly, that puts a lot in a tight space. Unfortunately though, I am not going with pre-builds in this long play. It just seems like an utter cop-out to use pre-made ones. He says using the pre-made hedge maze because making this does not look fun. Alright, I mean not loads of people are using it, but it's still making us decent dosh. And people want to pay for the picture in it, but what we really need are dinosaurs. Can I bring the dinosaurs? Yes! Yes! I am so relatively happy. Not only do you get to ride this awesome ride, you're flanked by dinosaurs as you do so. And let's get some scrub brushes for scrubs. I hear it makes the ride more exciting to have these things next to it. I don't know how exactly that works, but if that's what I'm told, that's what I'll believe. Now, how exciting is this now that you have all these dinosaurs? Pretty awesome is what it is. Oh, and it did just jump up a bit there. I should be charging more for the side splitter. Going well? You tell me, Aristo. How's this look to you? We're in March of year 2. We've already completed the goal. We needed 700 guests and 600 rating by the end of year 2. We're drowning in dosh, and it's all looking pretty good to the point where I can pay off a big fat... Well, I can just pay off the loan. Nice. I think it's time to tell Jake the most useless handyman job there is. How about actually having some handymen and maybe a new mechanic? I'll get a new entertainer. I've only got one. Oh yeah, is this like theme park where you can make them cut grass? Let's find out. Well, he's not cutting the grass, he's just wandering around like an Egypt. Forgive me if you answered this already, says Perendart, but do you foresee another playing of grand strategy games or EU4 mods from time to time? EU4 mods, not really crying out to me, although I might be tempted by Years of Rice and Salt. I will be playing some Hearts of Iron 4. Probably vanilla, but if there's a 1944 or 1945 Germany run or mod, I would be certainly interested in that. I don't play a lot of modded games in general because I'm a vanilla purist. How's that dosh looking for us? Show me the money. Oh, that is nice. The side splitter! Money is pouring in from it. I won't have anybody tell me otherwise. This is a great ride. Please, Jake, my eyes, change the color of those wooden supports. Grass needs to grow before it can be cut. There's the wrong type of grass for cutting. Can I change the color of supports? Ooh. Ooh. Well, it's wooden, so let's have it maybe made of wood. Let's have this part be white, so it shows up a bit better. And what's even the red part? We'll make it green. I didn't even know that could be done, and now I do. Amazing. It took a lot from the loop. Yeah, it's fine. The loop knows what it's doing. Wait, that's not the loop. Here's the loop. Yeah, no, nobody wants to ride it anymore. I wonder why not. What are people thinking about this? I can't afford... I'm not paying that much. Okay, so it's... because it's a bit older now, I guess people aren't so interested in riding it. Let's just knock a lot off the price here. Oh, it's also raining, so of course nobody's going to be going on it while it's raining. Are people going to be riding you? Well, of course it's raining, so no. Speaking of it's raining, we should certainly have more information kiosks around the place. One here. And one over here. And then in comes the dosh from people that need their umbrellas. If you want them to think an old ride is new, close it, put it in construction, delete a bit of the track, replace it, boom, new ride. That sounds a bit disingenuous there, Gorton. Are people not buying balloons? I'm not seeing many black balloons. Oh, maybe they're just harder to see because it's darkened out right now. What an awesome ride the side splitter is. We got any new flat rides coming in though? A circus? That sounds awful. Let's build it. I don't think I've ever been to a circus. But I'm not sure I'd ever be interested. I don't make long queues, and I'm happy enough with that. Maybe it's clever to build long queues, but as a theme park goer, I really abhor queues. Alright, open her up. How can it... Yeah, I was gonna say how can it be nauseous, but it's not. It's intense. Surround the info kiosk with tasks for full utility of the building. Is that how it works? I figured you could have infinite amount of people interacting with a kiosk at any one time. But the thing about information kiosks is that they can be done on all sides. But I could well be wrong. There's a lot I don't know about the game. Atricor is saying, some change for your new streaming efforts. Why, thank you kindly. 19 months though. Are you past the regret stage and now it's just Stockholm Syndrome? What an awesome ride. I want to ride this myself. This is where Planet Coaster comes into its own. You can ride it for yourself. And I don't know if Planet Coaster is VR or not, but if it does, that would be another twinge to make me want to invest in it myself. I don't think Side Splitter's going to keep that price for very long. No, people just love it. It's great. Well, I'm going to future-proof myself and actually drop the price down because I reckon it's going to lose some of that value in due time. Have you been to Alton Towers anytime recently? I haven't been there for like maybe 15, 14, 13 years at most. Ooh. What a lame-looking haunted house. How are haunted houses in this? Because in Theme Park, they are the ultimate in flat attractions. Fairly exciting actually, but it's only £1 to enter? That doesn't seem right. £2 to enter. It's a spooky mansion from Death. Have you played Thrillville? No, I've not. I've only been to one theme park, says Callum, and it was a hybrid with a zoo. Flamingo Land in Yorkshire, I believe it was called. That sounds just cruel and unusual punishment to me. Well, I gotta say, this is pretty great. What's not making us money? The Circus Maximus, but we just opened it. So I'm not too worried about that. Why are people not going there, though? I want to go on something more thrilling than circus. I'm not paying... I didn't even change the circus costs. What an awful thing to build. I love seeing the money just flying up there. Is there a goal for this long play? Yeah, I'm going to beat all the missions. Hopefully they finally throw one at me that's a challenge, right? The circus of value chimes in traffic cone. I'll meet you halfway. Circus of values. I have a lot of space to expand with, which is good. That's a mistake I made on the previous one. I tied myself in, and then I had roller coasters taking up loads of space that I couldn't build into. Which I guess is what this area has become, but that's okay. The side splitter's doing its job admirably. Tell you what though, I'm only barely hitting the required number of guests. If that went down for some reason, I'd be in a sorry state. So I need more people coming in, and that probably means more coasters. How about a proper corkscrew coaster at this point? Oh, I wonder if I could go through that with a corkscrew. Hello, Jake. I see Cheating Death has made a return multiple times. No, it was just there once. I'd be penning myself in if I built it here, but there's not that long left on this scenario anyway. Why no log flume, Jake? Alright, you've twisted my arm. Could we make the log flume go through the side splitter? It would be the most exciting log flume ever known. Hold on, hold on. There's got to be a way to get rid of these pre-builds. I don't want them. Okay, how's this gonna work? It would be prudent of me to build the track out here so I don't pen myself in, but since we're in the last year anyway, I don't think I need to worry too much about that. Cheating death has broken me down. I imagine there's a lot of funnies you can make with the names around here. Yeah, I'm gonna look into where in the game I can flush them out. Anyway, speaking of the great flush out, footpath in the way. Alright, let's get biblical. Getting rid of all this junk. Oh damn, I got rid of some of the gardens. Oh well. Let's just waste this money clearing out somebody's farm. Okay. Wait, a reverse turntable? Does it turn it around to make it go back the same way? How would that even work with multiple people coming through? Anyway, doesn't really matter. We're going up in the world here. How tall is this? 12 meters, so I need a bit more than 12 meter. Too high for supports? Oh, that's not very good. Well, let's see what we can do. No, I think I'm off by one here. Side splitter is in the way. Can it really not go up further? If it's too high for supports, then maybe what I need to do is terraform. Which is surely a thing, right? Let's just elevate. Elevate. This looks expensive. Well, I'm taller now at least. Let's get a bit taller then. Hope I don't lose the scenario being this hard-headed. Still too high for supports, but that's what elevation is for. My childhood memories tell me that it is possible, but there is exactly one spot that it fits through. And it's hard to know what the right height is for this. Not to mention, perspective is a pain. Well, that's a bit more. No, I think it's slamming right into the loop there, or it's not tall enough. Let's try the not tall enough idea first. Too high for supports, because otherwise it works. Yes! This is what it's all about. This is going to be the most boring ride for anybody. Whew. Alright, let's go. Whee! Until we're right in the ground, and then splash for an on-ride photo section. Well, now let's do it all again, why not? We all learnt something very important today. I don't know what it is, but we learnt it. Now people are going to queue up for miles around just to ride this bad boy. You know, maybe I should test this thing first. That seems like a lot of boats. That's often a problem though, isn't it? We shouldn't have a minimum waiting time. Or if we do, it should only be like 5 seconds or 3 seconds or no minimum waiting time. But there is a maximum waiting time and that should be very low. There we go. We also need some water music for all this. What if they crash into each other? Rename the side splitter to the decapitator since the trains are clipping through the other side of the loop. Oh, I've got to see this in action first. Oh, oof. Get yourself a haircut on that thing. What an incredibly boring ride this is for most people. However, this should be fine, right? My worry is that they do come crashing into each other, but this looks like it'll be okay. Alright, why even test it? Let's just open it up for business. And I agree, this might be a bit dull for the riders, so we need to fix that with dinosaurs. Much better. I bet that made both these rides a whole lot more exciting. Oh god, people are queuing up before I've even charged them outrageous prices, but I don't know how good the ride is yet. We'll check and see what the effect is on this though. Excitement just went up to very high thanks to that. So that seems like a good reason to charge the original 15 bucks again. Side splitter was great. Nobody should ever be left thinking that a ride is good value. I'm running out of cash. High excitement. High excitement from this. And then I guess you never know if you're going to be decapitating somebody today, so I guess that is pretty exciting. Add the reverse feature in the log flume to make them go backwards. Oh man, imagine doing all this backwards. Wouldn't that be super nauseating? We'll save that kind of excitement for future log flume, because I always build log flumes, especially since people told me that they're awful, and I'm making them work. $7 for the log flume. I hope I get the ATM soon. It's really difficult to do this well without an ATM, because people just keep running out of dosh. Can enjoy an ice cream. And I think people will want some... It would be nice to have something you can sell people after they're wet. You know, maybe a t-shirt covers that. Maybe people like to buy a t-shirt when they're wet. Or maybe there is no such thing as being wet in the game, but still. Yeah, I'd be screaming too. Okay, cheating death is not pulling in the bucks anymore. Why is that? I'm not paying that much to cheat death, apparently. Alright, so $6 was a bit outrageous. We'll bring it down. Oh yeah, it's worth checking out how the food places are doing. I just built these two, so that's fine. Otherwise, the t-shirt stall's doing well. Jake, you're cutting it close to the guests again. That's fine. Probably. What we'll do is we'll have ourselves a nice bit of advertisement, which I keep forgetting where it is. Advertisement campaign for the whole park. We'll run this for 12 weeks. Just make it happen. And you can have free food at the burger place. Bang. People are still willing to pay for the cash machine. It's, I guess, a bit more exciting than cheating death. Yeah, more exciting, more intense. I'd like to make this taller. What I was curious about is why can't I make this thing really tall? If I'm launching them up anyway, why not make it so? Let's find out. Also, let's make sure that we are actually doing what our goal is here. 700 guests, October year 2, well, we're in June year 2, and the rating is sky high, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I want to investigate that corkscrew coaster. Ooh, launched freefall? How can I say no? Off you trot. Yeah, that's Doctor Doom's Fearfall. What's a downward launch? Oh, I need to close it, change it, then test it. Then it goes up. This is probably less nauseous, I'd imagine. What do you mean not yet available? We just ran the thing. Well, let's worry less about that and have more opening of it. There we go, that's a lot better. Also takes a lot longer. And I charge way too little for this. I'll make it a $5. And of course open the thing up. What's your opinion on parks like this in real life? Are they your thing? If so, which one was your favourite? Yeah, I love theme parks. I love Adventure Island. I like, but don't love, Universal Studios. I love Busch Gardens. I haven't been to SeaWorld in forever. Oh man, people love the log flume. Why is it taking so long? Oh, people have to walk all the way over there. That's a big problem. Alright. Sorry folks, ride's closed for now. Entrance should be right there then. The exit can still be where it is. Oh, I never put up a no entry sign for it, that's bad. There we go. Now you should be open for business. Alright, well, lesson learnt there. Just looking at launched freefall makes me feel sick. Well, it's not like the one we made before, which was utterly barbaric in how tall it was. Universal Studio Orlando FL? Yeah. Slide to Hell is just kind of wondering why it's there. But it's doing its thing. Maybe I don't have enough engineers though. Just have them wander about. Man, the side splitter just prints money, doesn't it? Just. Let's have another look at that profiteering. Oh wait, no, looping roller coaster. Where's its entrance again? Ah, right here. Looping roller coaster is doing really well again, but the side splitter still brings in mad dosh. The cash machine and cheating death do what they do, but the log flume is admirable. Maybe clean up that dead entrance. Yeah, people appear to be getting lost in it for unknown reasons. Lindsay, how much money do you have? Alright, sure, you can get back to it. I wonder if you can micro the game by picking people up and putting them right next to the most lucrative stuff. What's the ghost train ride? You recently unlocked it. Let's have a look-see. Ghost train. Is this what Mr. Bones' Wild Ride is based off of? I suspect it is. Couldn't hurt to give it a go. What kind of things can we do with this? We have a lot of space around here, so we'll use it. What can we do? Brakes. Spinning tunnel. Ooh. More platforms. Okay, how do you go up then? Also, do you do like continuous circuit mode? Okay, is it just a regular speed thing? Powered monster-shaped cars traveling along a multi-level track past spooky scenery and special effects, 2 passengers per car. This is going to be the world's dullest ride, isn't it? I can't bank my curves or anything, we just do. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, it can't even go that high. What an awful place. Oh well. We're gonna spin tunnel our way through this, only to go up and have some more spinning tunnels. Why would you even have brakes? Now, Jake, be very careful with ghost trains. I'm not sure why this thing even exists. Needs an entrance, like the last place. It probably needs to be close to the close to where they get on. Alright, test that sucker out. It might be a bit too exciting for people. Good grief. Well, now I can understand the Mr. Bones Wild Ride, well, you know. I nominate this for your worst ride yet, says Krebs. Is there any way to speed it up? I mean, what's it going to be like when it goes down the... Okay, it picks up a little bit of speed. Ooh. Interesting. Well, I don't want our guests getting too excited on this thing, so that'll do. You know, I'd personally find it quite terrifying if it was filled with geometric shapes. So I'll go with what's fitting me here. Wait, did I just build that thing underground? Alright, absolutely terrifying. Oh my god. Well, people still owe me £2 to ride the thing. There we go. What are you thinking? The park map from Information Kiosk 1 is really good value. Why are there so few spooky ghost trains here? Do I have to close the thing and add many more cars? Because I feel it can support many more cars. And it should also not have a minimum waiting time, but instead a maximum waiting time. Alright, there we go. See how this works for us. I see the name coming in from Robocop. It's Pythagoras's Wild Ride. What are you thinking? Oh, I think the minimum time is it's taking to... Wait, what? Why can't you get on the thing? In they go, in they go. Are you having fun? Someone has to. He looks a bit hungry, but what you gonna do? Good grief. What an experience. Why does this ride exist? I can't even imagine how this could be enjoyable for anybody. I guess it's a way to keep the customers in the park for longer. So I'm gonna spend about 3 hours on this thing. Jake, why do you always focus on the first half of the ride and then make the second half utterly boring? It's because during the first half I'm excited about it, and then I go, okay, I've had my excitement, I want it to end. And then I go, oh, I need it to end here, so I go, boom, boom. That's exactly how it goes. Pythagoras' Wild Ride was great! Yeah, alright, sure. I get it. Well, if you think it's that great, then buy a souvenir of the experience. If only we actually had generic souvenir stand. Alright, well, get yourself a nice hat to celebrate the moment. A nice spooky hat. The souvenirs are just brightly coloured geometric blocks. Maybe next time go back and revamp some of your previous masterpieces with your bolstered funds. No, part of the charm is having them be here in their old state. Right, do we have anything new to do? I'm really, really chuffed with this. In fact, there's two things I'm really chuffed with. First is making that work. Second was making this work. Sewing the needle like that feels great. I just feel like surely there's a way to have a loop-the-loop cross with a loop-the-loop. It's probably just not trivial to do. Or maybe there's a trick to it and I just don't know the trick. How are we doing on Dosh here? The circus of values is providing me with negative value, which is a shame. There is, says Callum. Sweet, I'll need to figure that out at some point. I'm so happy with my log flume. I mean, it's pretty good as log flumes go. This part might be a bit agonizingly dull. But this is pretty exciting. You get a splash once, twice, and thrice. Not enough log flumes have a small initial splash and then a follow-up big splash. Not in short succession, at least. And that's good. That's enough time going down for you to feel the weightlessness and the terror. Normally they're over in half that time. Wah, splash. Oh, here it's much better. Basically, I'm pretty happy with my park, even if it looks like, well, arse. Do you know there's a scenario in which you can only build coasters and stands? That would probably suit you well. I'd probably burn all my money quite quickly. Mini helicopters is now available, huh? Magic carpet, we had that in the first place. Oh yeah, here's mini helicopters. I built a very unexciting version of this and people loved it last time. Perhaps we could make it happen again. I have something resembling a plan, but it's the 21st of August, so I don't have a lot of time to put that plan into fruition. Too high for supports, eh? First off, I need to make sure that what I want can be done here. Ah, it only has continuous circuit mode. I wanted to put them up and then just have them fall back in here, but I guess that's not to be. Alright, we have the money. Let's do this. This is probably costing me way too much money. Oh well, we'll see what can be done with this so far. Uh-oh. Would have paid to be a bit more clever with this. Dare I say, even prudent. Too high for supports, but are we even at that point now? Yeah, there we go. Now... I really hope this thing picks up some serious speed. I want this to be the most exciting helicopter ride there's ever been. Pythagoras' wild ride is in the way. I could move the path, or I could move this thing. So I'm gonna move the path. Make way. Does that actually connect? Doesn't look like it connects. Hard to tell. Well, that definitely connects, so I'll go with that. Things are getting messy, probably because I'm taking things a bit too fast and loose at this point. But that is okay, that is not okay. There we go. Alright, let's just open it up. Let's not worry about testing. And since it's largely untested, we'll keep it at £1.50. Jake, no decorations. Yeah, you make a good point. There should be decorations here. There's only one decoration worth having. The dinosaurs of the sky. That was pretty cool. It only cost 40 quid even with all the... hang on. Wow, it costs the same even if you have to elevate it incredibly high. Nice. Hey Jake, YouTube scrub here from the Pacific Coast, just to say Prom Invicta. Welcome, Herr Kommissar. Yeah, it's not EU Day today. Today it's awesome helicopter ride. Okay, forgive me for expecting that it would really just take off and launch off of here. This is the dullest looking helicopter ride I've ever seen. And I saw my first one. Jake, name it Jurassic Park 6. Yeah, sure. I'm keen to know how exciting it is. I mean, given all those dinosaurs, it must be pretty exciting. It's a shame people have to wait so long to get on and off, though. Don't tell me excitement's not yet available. Get it available. Well, good enough that people want to ride it. Jake, whenever you think, how do I keep winning these scenarios, remember, people pay for this. Not only do they pay, they queue up for it. What are they thinking? What do the people who ride it think? They're just vacant of thoughts. I'm running out of gas. Jurassic Park 6 was great, says Val. It's the first and only time you'll hear that in your life. I would want to ride this, okay? Your opportunity to go how many meters in the air? Do we have a way to check that? I probably have to go to build a coaster to find out. Huh, I thought when I did this it showed the elevation of things. There we go. You get to go 24 meters into the air in the slowest helicopter ride you've ever seen. I think I could crawl faster than this thing. Oh yeah, we don't need a minimum waiting time around here. I want people flying through this thing as fast as possible. The last two rides would be perfect for my 4-year-old child, Jake. Keep up the good work, says Joe Pro. Jake, did you know you can make trend rides enter cliffs? Can I make them go underground? Amazing. Okay, I'm quite satisfied with this, but I think it's time to move on. We'll just blast through the rest of the map and then go on to the next challenge, because that's what we need. Challenge. I've certainly worked wonders for this farm. It's not going to do a whole lot of farming anymore. I've fairly butchered that. But who needs farming when you've got all this money? Does the temperature play into anything at all? Or is that purely for flavor? Terraforming was expensive. Just building this hill was way too much. And I didn't need to build the hill, I just needed to build little bits up so we could have these supports. But it had to look natural, right? I wonder if this means I can put water in as well. So I could make my own water area. Look at that, everybody releases their balloons when you pass. That probably means they need to go and buy new ones. Oh yeah, let's read that again so I can feel super good about it, wherever it is. Here, wait, there we go. You have achieved your objective with a company value of $250,000 sterling. You unlock something called monster trucks. Tell me more. It's not thrilling. Is it gentle? Ooh, oh, I could build my own custom monster truck. With log bumps. Well, that's something to look forward to on the next map, because we are done with this one. I'm going to make the save. The electric fields complete. And complete is actually spelt correctly this time. Feels good, this one. Feels pretty good. But let's move on to the next.